How we doing? My name is Carlito Hale. I'm a director. That was trash. Hold on, let me do it again.
How about I go first and then introduce you as my director?
All right, that's better. That's better.
That could, okay, ready?
That's better.
Hi, I'm Jade Rodriguez, and I'm the lead of...
Something from somewhere, someone from someplace.
And this is the director.
Carlito Hale, the one and only.
How do we use quiet moments to build tension without losing the audience?
Ooh. You know, I think I've learned this from watching movies. Like, movies like No Country for Old Men. That's a movie that's like really quiet and has no like score, has no music composition at all. So, but I think when you grab the audience by the story, I think that's the most important part. I think when the audience understands the story, understands the character, what they're going through, and the silence moment hit in the right moments. And I think with me, with the writing process, as I was going through the writing process, it's like I had to hit the right moments where it was silent. And if I can grab the audience with the story, then the silence can, loop in the right moments. If that makes sense. Yeah. So I think that's how I'm not going to lose the audience with the silence in this film. Yeah. I think that's it.
I also think like most of our like quiet moments too are like after like a certain like climax of a situation that just hit.
Ooh, yeah.
Like I feel like
like the family reunion scene. When
like the moment of silence just sits on all of us, and that's just awkward. I mean, even like I found myself feeling awkward in moments too when I was just acting in it. I was like, this feels
You
awkward.
did?
Yeah.
That's what I was. Wow. Then okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's what I wanted on set, and I guess that's going to help with the film altogether. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I guess I might be a little bit good at this. I guess I don't know. Okay. How does a drama posture change when she is alone versus when she is with River? Ooh. Even though you do meet River after that traumatic event.
My posture changed.
Yeah.
So I go from this to now being like this.
Yeah, I guess we could use that psychologically, but yeah.
Okay, I was joking. With River, she feels... Okay, I think because of the way that they met, she kind of doesn't really care about him. Like, he's just another man. And, like... And she obviously grew up with her dad, so her relationships with like other dudes or like men like isn't really complex to her. And so I think, especially with Junie, like she's a very like comfortable girl who has who has good friendships. And I feel like when River comes along, like how they met, especially her being like get away from me or like I don't. Like, just trying to cut it off with him allowed them just to be, real early, allowed her just to be so comfortable and natural between them. And because he's seen a little bit of that grumpy part of her and, like, who she kind of is, like, because he did meet her after that, like, pivotal moment of her life. And so, like, I feel like because he understood that, and I feel like she had no need, like, she has no need to perform in front of him. And so I think when she goes kind of home, there is not much of a difference, but there is a difference in how she, like, pulls herself together or, like, the things that she thinks about. When she's alone, like, she's not performing with River, but there is a difference in, like, when she is alone, she is thinking about her situation and how she feels and all these thoughts running around, and she allows herself to wallow in that, depression. But when she's with River, she's allowed, she gives herself space to, like, get away from that. It's a distraction, but she isn't performing just because it's a distraction doesn't mean she's, like, thinking less of herself or, like, less of the situation. She's just allowing herself to be present with River.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that comes with a lot of comfortability. I mean, when he invites himself to the show, like, to the poetry, scene, or, like, when they have, like, lunch or whatever, like, it's just so natural between them. And she, like, I feel like she likes that because, like, this pivotal moment that happened no longer defines her when she's with River. It's just him and her. She can be Andromeda for once, Yeah.
Dang. Okay. I'm actually glad I'm getting this from you because, like, again, I don't have the perspective as an actor and, like, stepping into the character. So, okay. I'm actually learning a lot from, like, this character even more. So that's good to know. Cool. All right. Nice. I wish I could do that.
Pull my legs. But yeah, because at first I was going to say, I feel like she's performative, but that's a lie. I feel like that's probably Jade speaking, but yeah. But I feel like, no, with River, she definitely feels the opposite of that. How do we physically position Andromeda and her father to show their distance? Relationship blocking.
How did I do that? It was a lot of the house scenes for sure. Like that one scene when you guys are
With the
arguing.
lights.
Oh
Or which one are you talking
Wait,
about?
which one are you talking about?
We're talking about different.
Oh, that's crazy. Wait, which one are you talking about?
Well, I know like you didn't put this in the script, but it was thought of on the spot. And there's like our rooms are right next to each other, and the camera is like shows me in my room and Troy in his room.
Yeah.
But the difference is that the lighting is very different.
That was Shondell.
And I thought that was very like.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about working together with your DP is like you give them what you see and they bring it to life. So like that was all Shondell. Like his room just had like the TV light and you had like the night light or like the light next to the bed. Yeah. But yeah, no, 100%. That was definitely good. But what I was talking about is the part of you guys arguing. Yeah. And like the distance when you was on the stairs and he was by the door.
Yeah. And the levels of that too.
Exactly. Yeah. I learned that as theater. The levels on how to block actors. I learned that as theater. But I think I feel like emotionally they're distant. But like again, Andromeda is like a very caring daughter and she understands the mental aspect of where Dean is at. Mm-hmm. And so like, scenes where she's helping him upstairs or like at the end of you guys arguing, like she's there like comforting him. So I think there's a split in the middle where it comes to the emotional distance and then the physicality of the distance. And it's not equal, but it's like equal in its own way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of thought going on that.
I think naturally too, like Dean's character, like Dean, the way he speaks in the script is very isolating, at least to Andromeda, because all Andromeda hears is like her dad. Because I mean, like all you see from Andromeda's perspective is like him just being like this drunk dad, and like it's like, and when she tries to speak to him, all we get in return from Dean is like being a man is hard and all these things that immediately just like isolates the audience and yourself, like Andromeda. Like there is a line that is not to be crossed that she can't cross, and it's hard to reach her dad. So I feel like that distance in the script in itself is really good.
Yeah, and I like how it builds up at the end when you guys see the end. It's a mic drop moment, by the way. What does River bring out of Andromeda that she didn't know about herself prior? I think that's what that one
Can we say anything? I feel like that has a lot to do with spoilers.
It does. And all right. That's so true.
I could probably have a contract with Marvel. Tom Holland couldn't even hold those secrets in.
Oh, yeah. I
probably could. Like, I caught myself. Like, okay. I caught you in that question. You're the director.
Okay. All right. So I switch it up then.
Here, no. I think I can still answer without really giving much.
Okay.
What specific memory or word from River finally breaks her emotional dam?
Wow, that actually, no.
I think before the whole pivotal moment happened.
Okay, yeah, right.
There is a specific moment where he goes up to read poetry.
Yep.
And I think there's a moment as Andromeda's watching him and what he's saying that something connects with her, that she feels like there's this distant feeling between them, or even towards herself, and seeing someone else, and especially because we had
What? Wait, guys, what was that?
I just like
what? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was like,
I got you. Yeah, right.
It's so hard. But
yeah. But no, okay. So, playing Andromeda, right? She has three people in her life that kind of change her or make her who she is. But with Dean, Junie, and River, like, how does Andromeda facilitate being in each of theirs presence, if that makes sense? Like, is she different when she is with her own father, her friend, or River? Like, or what's similar or what's different?
I definitely think with her dad, it's absolutely different.
Yeah.
Like, she's obviously trying to be the responsible one and parent in the situation, even though she isn't. So caring for her dad is absolutely different. And that relationship in itself, like, I feel like what a child's presence is in their parents' life is always very different. Like, they are their pride and joy. There's like, this feeling of, I would do anything for you.
Yeah.
But Andromeda doesn't feel that way at all with Dean. Like that, like, used to maybe, but that presence just doesn't carry the same weight. And so it's like, it feels like her as a child, it's like, okay, like, I'm not the child anymore. Like, I have to move differently. I have to pick your mess up. It's just, there's a difference in that. And so I think with Junie, it's absolutely different. There is no sense of weight that she carries at all.
Yeah,
There's like, and I mean, that even comes naturally in like the one shots we did for every time we did with like a scene with Elizabeth. Like, how easily it would flow, the energy. And it was very nice because I think I realized this while shooting, is that like I always felt awkward, or like I had such like deep emotions during all the scenes that we would do. And every time I do a scene with Elizabeth, all of that just became relief. Like I could just let it go. And I think that just became like, it was just natural doing such like tough scenes or like very complex scenes about like how she would feel, to then coming into this moment of like, oh, it's just me and my best friend. It just like, we're clearly like Andromeda and Junie pour into each other, and that's exactly how it felt shooting with Elizabeth.
See, that's when I was writing this story. It's like I think everybody in their lives has a Junie. You know, they need one.
I was just thinking about mine while talking.
Yes, yeah, you know what I mean. So like, yeah, so we all go through things. You know, it's life. We're all human, but I feel like we all need that best friend that we can go to, that we can, you know, feel less of a weight of our personal lives and things like that. So I definitely wanted that in this script for sure. So that's cool to hear for sure. Yeah.
And then like with River, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like River has this big impact on Andromeda, because after oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah. You know, after
Don't take too much, guys.
After that pivotal moment, like, it's just like after all that, River comes and kind of brings joy into her life, even if it's just like stupid and messy. Like, it's nice. But I think like the even more greater pivotal moment towards the end is what really makes River, like, River just really feels like he's a character who came into her life for a specific reason, and that was the reason.
At the right time.
Yeah, at the right time. That's how it feels. And, like, in that moment, Andromeda thinks, like, oh, this is just a sense of joy, a little distraction, like, just to be with someone. It's so different. But, like, then it becomes to be this, like, alternating thing that genuinely changes her whole life. Yeah.
So quick, too, because it's like his presence in the film is, like, there and then it's gone.
Yeah.
But it's, like, a big moment as well.
Because that's how it feels. Like, for Andromeda, that's how it is. Even me as, like, an actor, it's like, that's how it feels. Like, he comes in and comes out. Yeah. Like, it's like this moment of, like, joy, this little moment that we are just having to have. And then it quickly moves to, like, oh, this is part of something bigger. But either way, it goes back to how did Andromeda feel about it in the first place.
Yep, all in all. Exactly. Yeah. This movie's good, guys. Okay, is finding her voice about speaking louder or just finally being honest with herself?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think it could be both. Like, two truths can coexist.
Okay.
Because I think in the beginning, it's all about her being louder. Like, that first poem, or like the poems that,
I miss you.
She clearly is just trying to be louder. And wants someone to truly hear her and see her, but she can't, because it's all just words. It's just loud. Like, it's like yelling, and you can't really hear, like, words through that, you know? And it's like, that's how Andromeda is through the beginning. And then clearly something shifts. And now, like when she stops doing poetry slams, I think that's what the shift is, as for herself, because then she's like, she starts to begin to write again for herself. And something about that is about her being honest, you know? It's like unraveling herself, because it's like at first, like, okay, I'm going to write for all my emotions to be out there, just to be loud. And like, in a sense, yes, it's to be honest, but it's just like for her to feel something.
Yeah. About
the situation, about her mother leaving. But then it becomes, after like the pivotal moment, it's like, oh, okay, how can I reflect on these emotions? And it stops to be like in a way to perform, because she's like not performing anymore. It's just to write. And so that, in a way, it's like, how can I understand myself? And you can kind of see it because, I mean, the first poem, it's like, I miss you, you know?
Yep.
And, like, and it's very, like, it's very rough. It's very honest. And then from that, we go into, like the poem about rain, you know? Or, like, love is God, love is trust, love is this. And, like, little by little, she's truly reflecting and understanding herself. I mean, even in, like, the voiceover that we do, you know, it literally talks about, like, her reflecting on herself. And so it just becomes very different, you know? But yeah, I think two truths can coexist with that. It definitely is, like, a little, like...
That's relieving to hear that it actually is, because, again, like, while I'm writing this, it's like, these are the messages I want to get across, but, like, to actually hear it from you, because you, like, stepped into this character and, like, not only see you act it, but now you speaking, like, about it afterwards, that's actually very relieving.
Yeah. Just because, like...
That's good.
I feel like I try to do I Miss You, like, the first poem of the movie. I feel like I try to do it as, like, I miss you, like... Because we did all the scenes but the first scene. Like, that first scene where they introduced Andromeda. Yeah. That was, like, the last scene we filmed.
That's true.
And, like, because of that, I feel like I came with, like, she's been through it now. Like, she's over it. Like, this is the end of how she feels. But no, like... In the beginning of the movie, there's all these feelings and emotions that Andromeda carries that the audience gets to see. And so, like, I roughened it up. Like, the way I speak it, the way I think about it, it's very, like, sarcastic. It's very, like, in your face. And then towards the end, she ends the line with, I miss you, either way, with some sense of softness. And so it's, like, I feel like that's what, like, I don't know. And maybe because I'm overthinking, but I just like poetry. I really love poetry. So
you do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I told you I write poetry.
You did not tell me that, guys.
He just doesn't listen.
No.
Men.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I write poetry, and yeah, I love it.
Because I wrote this script back in August. I finished it in September, and we had stage movement, and like I thought Jade was black. I thought she was.
Say what the audience thinks anyways. Say what the audience thinks anyways.
She's not black, guys.
I'm not black. My mom and dad are both Hispanic people from El Salvador, Honduras. Okay, people?
But I thought she was. And I was like, okay, because in my last film, I had a white lead. And I'm like, okay, this one.
Representing, especially right now.
But like then it was like when after I casted Jade and I found that she was Hispanic, I'm like, cool. It's still like a color lead, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I still like ran with that, and phenomenal actress. But like, but I ain't gonna lie, the reason why I came to you is because I thought you was black. For at first, but having you at stage movement, I'm like, okay, I've always heard about you being an actor through Micah, but like I found out how good of an actress you was when we had stage movement. I'm like, oh yeah, I need her as my lead. And so.
You know what I thought?
What?
Okay, you know what I thought made you want to cast me? Was, okay, you know, like, when we were rehearsing for our final, and I was doing my, like, we're rehearsing, and I was doing my thing with Umi, you guys were watching.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting on the, like, blocks.
Oh, because y'all was the hiking,
and I was, like, just looking at the stars, and I thought after I read the script, I thought, oh, maybe he saw me.
I did.
So like, maybe that's what, like, that insight was like. Oh wait, she could play.
Yeah, it was like the whole class. Stage movement is like a class where we like learn how to move on stage, but it's a lot of acting and monologues too. And I saw how good Jade was. I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely need her as my lead for sure. And then Elizabeth, who plays Junie, she was in the class too.
Because I was black. He thought I was black.
It's a little bit, but like either or. I'm glad I casted Jade, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and then, like, literally, I like, we casted the younger me, too, and she's black, and then my mom and dad are both black, and I was like, oh, my gosh, Carlito thinks I'm black.
Yeah, it's because, when Aiden had that game intramural, you came to me, you was like, wait, do you think I'm black? I was like, wait, you're not? I was like, oh,
well, because, before that, the weekend, me and Aiden went to go see a play. Okay. And then when you told me who the younger me was casted, I was like, oh, he thinks I'm black.
Oh, off rip?
He thinks I'm black. And there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. Yeah, okay. But, like, I was like, oh, he thinks I'm black. And the reason why, like, I didn't want Carlito to see me as black, and I don't want people to take this out of context any way. But the reason why I was so stressed of Carlito seeing me as black representing was because I didn't know if that was the whole point of the film.
Okay.
Like if the film needed to be a black woman representing a black woman, and like or like that was the whole like themes or ideas with the play. Like that was the whole reason I was stressing, because I didn't want this like movie to go out and people are like, oh, she's pretending to be black, or like black representing when she's not, because that causes so much. Like, it does cause so much like conflict.
And it's a lot of like actors out there like
that you could have casted that are actually black.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so it's like that's just frustrating, and I was like so scared because I was like I don't want, people to think that I'm just playing a black character to play a black character.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. So, like, Yeah,
I get that, yeah.
But then I read the script, and I was like, okay, like, there's no cultural significance, like, in that kind of way. There's no, like, themes of, like, or black history that you were incorporating in.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but I should still tell you. And I did. And we were at intramural, and I was like, hey, I'm not black, right? Like,
I was
and he's like, oh.
I was like,
because Americans have
started
not
to think
seen what Central American Hispanic people look like.
I started to think
black hair, deep black skin, curly hair. Carlito.
About because like I said, after I casted Karen as the younger you,
yeah,
and you told me that, I'm like, how's that gonna work? I'm like, because she's darker,
yeah,
she's African.
She's darker too. Yeah.
I'm like, bruh. I was like, yeah, but either way, like.
It
even in
matter.
Hollywood,
She's a great actress.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
She's
she
so
got on
sweet.
set and it was like that. Oh my god, it was so yeah. But but the thing is like, even in Hollywood, like the woman that played Marilyn Monroe, she's from Colombia. Mm-hmm. So what I've saw is just like, okay, again, there's no like cultural, like black cultural events in the movie, but it's just like the acting was really.
But there
good.
definitely is a difference between like a white woman being played by a Colombian who looks whiter and lighter,
Yeah,
because there's a huge difference if you were to cast like someone who is white, but they're a little like tanned or whatever, look like me, and that's different. That would have caused like that would have been bad. Tripping. Yeah, that would have been bad, Or that's as if casting like a white girl to play a Hispanic lead in like a play
that happens a lot.
That happens a lot. Yeah, like it doesn't like that, because there's when it comes to like cultural differences and there are so many like things that come into that, and so important for a black woman to be played by a black woman, or like a black character playing by a black woman, or a Hispanic character being played by a Hispanic girl, It's so important.
That's real.
Yeah, and so it's like if like it's just different when like someone who is mixed plays like a white character. There's obviously differences in that, but like
So what made you like? I remember when I ran up to you after class and I asked you to read the script. What made you like want to do it? Because I know you're like theater oriented, like you're really into theater. You really like theater. I respect that. It seems like it to me. I don't know. But like I was afraid you was gonna say no. I was like, who am I gonna say no? But yeah, what made you
Okay. So when you first came up to me, I knew you from Play Script, and then the party
we did have Play Script together.
We had Play Script together.
Yeah.
And you did like a Valentine's party, and that's all I knew you from. And so I thought you were a party dude or whatever. But you were in theater again. You were in theater. So because of that, I was like, he probably has like a passion for theater. But then we did stage movement together, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, oh, there's Carlito. Like, I know Carlito. And so then you like asked me to. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to be a part of a film. And that I've been asking for that experience. Like, I've been praying to just be part of a film. And so, like, when you gave it to me, but then I got scared. Because I was like, I'm worried. I was like, I don't know Carlito. I haven't seen his art. I don't know. And I only know you from that Valentine party that you were to. Yeah. I didn't go, but, like, I thought he was just a party. I don't know. I thought, okay, are you going to take it serious? Like, is this, like, because, like, I didn't want to get into something that I was not being taken serious of, because I care a lot about what I do. And so when I was, like, I was worried, but then I read your script, and I was like, oh, he wrote this. He's clearly serious about this. Yeah. And I also love the script. The script was really good. I loved reading it, and I loved, like, if anything, like, you could probably put it into, like, a little script book and people could read it, because that's really...
I heard good. Directors actually do that, where you can, like, go online and read their scripts and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that is a really good script. I genuinely enjoyed that script. But who knows? Other people would say different, but I personally like the script. And,
cool.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance. And so I was like, I want to work with you. And then as we started like planning that stuff, and you were like, okay, here's the whole script, and like, start memorizing. I saw that you worked with Julia, and Julia, Julia.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just had a brain fart because I just said that name and I was like, wait, did I say the correct name? But I was just so into in the flow, that side of things. But when I saw that you worked with Julia, I know Julia from freshman year. And freshman year, she's like very dedicated to her work, and I've seen her. I've seen some of the things she's done, and she's just as passionate as me. Yeah. And so when I saw that an actor like that worked with you, that made me more comfortable to trust in your abilities. And so
Valid. Okay.
Yeah. That was like the whole process.
So when did you hear about Pipe Dream?
Literally after I decided to work with you.
Cool,
yeah, I didn't hear about it until And then I saw that you released the official trailer, and then you started doing all that stuff. So I kind of catched on to it quickly, but it wasn't after you did the whole,
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, damn. All right, that's good to know. I think that's it. The questions. Again, come see this movie August. I don't know when in August, but we're dropping it in August. Streaming. I think I'm going to do Prime Video again. First film? Mm-hmm. First film. Look, this is a movie about a grief, obviously. It's about emotions. It's about childhood trauma, but ultimately it's about being one with yourself and how people in your life can dictate that or improve that, or how you can find yourself through yourself being with other people. So I think this is a film where us as human beings need to see, because we all go through things in our lives and we're all either scared to talk about it or we need someone else to help us talk about it, things like that. So this is a movie that will bring out all the emotions and everything that you've been hiding emotionally. So movie's called Something from Somewhere, Someone from Someplace, starring Jade Rodriguez, and August 2026.
Also, my last name is Rodriguez. Come on.
Listen, now what I thought...